Howdy y'all, and welcome back to TCW TV as we have the Bleach Beast taking on Flair and Perfect here in match 2, week 5 TCW TV. It's going to be certainly an interesting matchup. As the duo we call the Bleach Beast make their way down the ramp. They will be taking on a team not short on talent and skill for sure. This one should be good as the rivalry between Dusty and Flair is reignited here on TCW TV. Two of the hottest workers in Jim Crockett Promotions and WCW both get to face each other once more. Flair also had a long-standing rivalry with Hulk Hogan. Mr. Perfect, the variable, the X Factor, so to speak, in this matchup. We'll see what effect he has. Certainly, Dusty Rhodes, the second most recognizable superstar in athletics, baby, and Hulk Hogan would certainly have to be up there, but it must be noted that Flair and Hogan are the biggest draws in modern wrestling, both top 10 draws of all time. And it's astonishing to see that much star power in the ring, let alone talent. And then you factor in Mr. Perfect and Dusty Rhodes, and I mean, this is a dream match for sure, no pun intended, as the American Dream drops Perfect with that right hand, and he's got no shortage of right hands for Kurt Hennig for sure. And now we have three competitors who both have sons or daughters still in the business. No coincidence there, folks. If only Brooke Hogan would have picked up those working boots sooner, and he could potentially complete the set. But you know, you have Curtis Axel, Cody, Don't Call Him Rhodes, and the Queen of Wrestling, Charlotte. And Flair drops Hogan with the chop there. Big surprise. It's the right hand of Hulk Hogan. Seems to never fail. Flair feigning fear there of Hogan, but in a second those that begging might be a shoot, brother. A nice pile driver there by Hogan. And you know, Hulk Hogan, you know, certainly always seems to get himself inserted into the title picture. Yeah, I certainly don't have to tell you that. But was absent from both the tournament to qualify for the Alliance title tournament. If you don't get that, you have to, watch in the archives, as there was a qualifying tournament that got both Inoki and Magnum in. And of those 8 participants, Hogan was not one. And he has to be certainly disappointed to an extent that he was not in the conversation. However, he has been mostly in the tag picture. And if it was a tag title tournament, or tag qualifying tournament rather, I'm sure he would have been more distraught. Nonetheless, he is one of the great singles competitors. And as long as he has Dusty by his sides, I'm sure that tag, these tag matches have an allure for him, and the same goes for Flair. As Hogan and Flair certainly had so much success in the singles rank, but they're terrific tag partners are what is keeping them in the division, instead of trying to go it alone. Not to mention that, Warrior, Brody, Sting, all just top-notch competitors in the singles ranks. And, I forgot to mention Tanahashi was getting a title shot in the main event tonight, which, again, stay tuned for that match. It's going to be a dream match for sure, as Sting takes on Tanahashi for the U.S. title. Don't miss it. Only a 2 count there for Dusty. A spinning neck breaker. Now he's going for the figure 4, and what disrespect it would be to Nate to try to go for that move while he's in the corner. Not so fast, my friend. And again, just a heads up, we got Pentagon Jr. and Stan Hansen taking on Nakamura and Naito in match 3 coming up next after this matchup. So be sure to stay tuned for that, as Dusty goes for another pin. Flair is just too close. Again, the figure 4 leg lock, but Flair is mere feet away and certainly would have broken that up. Now, bionic elbow by Dusty, but Flair again just a few paces away from that pin attempt. Dusty certainly in his element though, and again goes for a pin, but Flair has time to touch the tag rope and then break it up. Perfect needs out of there. He needs to tag in Ric Flair. And does. Now he goes for an atomic drop and a knee to the face of the prone American Dream. And now he's going to get an opportunity to tag in the immortal Hulk Hogan. Flair was perhaps unaware that Hogan was the legal man. And again, chops Hogan down to the mat. Is he going to go for a big boot? No, he goes for a big knee, and now a Boston Crab. Not a move we see very often from Hogan, but nonetheless effective. But now we have a assisted power bomb between Perfect and Flair, and they are definitely feeling it here tonight. And again, another Boston Crab, and Perfect able to break it up. How much damage did those Boston Crabs do to the lower back and knees of Flair as he goes for a roll-up and only gets a 2 count. The Bleach Beast trying to rise the whole way up the tag ranks. Beating Flair and Perfect would certainly be a good way to do so. Look at that. They exchange moves at the same time. What a beautiful shot there. And the abdominal stretch on Flair, and Perfect barely able to break it up. Dusty was about to cut him off. And the last time we saw the Bleach Beast in action was in a tag title matchup against Inoki and Okada. Inoki not going to be in action tonight, and neither is Okada. We're going to see the Orient Express, as they're being called. Both Nakamura and Naito and Inoki and Okada are laying claim to that name. No copyrights required, I suspect. Regardless, the team of Nakamura and Naito, aka the Orient Express, will be taking on the Roughnecks in action next. But we have great action on right now as this match eclipsed the 20-minute mark. Are they going to be able to pull it out? Great elbow there by Dusty. And a roll up by Flair. Nearly gets a 2 count. Nice back body drop by Dusty Rhodes there. And Dusty goes for a figure 4 leg lock of his own. And Perfect able to break it up again. And we have all-out pandemonium in the ring. And look at that pile driver by Dusty. This could be it. Oh, he's going for another big maneuver. He lands an elbow on the prone Flair, but it allows Flair the opportunity to get up just to eat another right hand. And a roll-up by Dusty. This should very well be it. And it is. And what a victory for the Bleach Beasts as they defeat the team of Ric Flair and Mr. Perfect. And I hope you did enjoy it. We are going to have more action coming up. As the Roughnecks are going to take on the Orient Express. Don't touch that dial, ladies and gentlemen.